It's Cars for Christmas, powered by CFM Distributors, your York Heating and Air Conditioning distributor, and 101 The Fox. Now, here's Slacker.
That's right, we are back again, sharing stories of families in need this holiday season. It is our Cars for Heroes Christmas event, and we are back with some of our committee members. Joining us again today from Shamrock Roof is our friend Sarah. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Of course, Bailey is joining us here today.
Yes, hello.
And the legendary broadcaster, rock and roll Hall of Famer, my mentor and friend. Please welcome back Mr. Max Floyd.
Well, hello, Slacker. Good morning. How are you? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and it's nice to be here.
Thank you. I have to make one little complaint this morning. You know, you got goats last week, and you can't bring them into the studio. That's kind of a thing we got going on.
Don't smell bad.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, you knower of all things. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
I wondered about this. What happened to all the skunks? When I was growing up, you always smelled the skunk smell.
Yeah.
Or, around here.
Oh, you still do. It's called legalized marijuana.
You don't smell that anymore.
No.
Did
Very
somebody
rarely.
Did they move the skunks out?
Well, here's a man who doesn't smell like a skunk. He smells more like peppermints and sugar canes.
Ooh.
He is the man who got this thing started nearly 30 years ago. He is Terry Franz. We lovingly refer to him as the Car Santa. Good morning, Santa.
Good morning, Slacker.
We get together and share stories of families in need, and of course, we can't do it without our great partners in the community. We have many of them, but Shamrock Roof has been a longtime partner for not only Cars for Christmas, but Military Monday. And Sarah, you guys have been a part of this community not only with this, but you do things on your own as well.
Yeah, we do. Just last week, we were actually able to give a roof away to a guy in need, not a veteran, just a great member of his community. One of his neighbors had actually nominated him and built a GoFundMe, and we kind of stepped in and took over. But we do that once a quarter. You can go to shamrockroofer.com to nominate. Generally, it's to veterans, but if there's someone in need that needs a roof like this man, we like to step in and help out.
And for those who may not know Garen, but Garen Armstrong, the owner and founder of Shamrock Roof, is a man who is very much a generous individual. So this comes truly from his heart. We want to again thank him and continue prayers for his speedy recovery.
Yes, of course.
For those listening this morning who may be interested in helping us with either donating a vehicle or donating cash or even nominating somebody, how can they do that?
Yeah, they can go to cars4heroes.org. On there, you can do a monetary donation, donate a car, a boat. We'll take it all.
Jillian had circled a story this morning, put a file down for Daniel.
Daniel is a single father who has 5 young kids that he's taking care of and going through the struggles. I talked to him this morning, and he's got to get up and get a couple of them on the buses in the morning and then get a ride to work. He's working full-time to support him, has been without a vehicle for some time now. I thought we'd just give him a call this morning and ask him. There's some other things in his story. We'll just ask him and let him tell his story and see if we can help him out.
All right. When we come back, we will give Daniel a call as our Cars for Heroes Christmas event continues.
Cars for Christmas will be right back. We're back with Cars for Christmas, powered by CFM Distributors, your York Heating and Air Conditioning distributor, on 101 The Fox. Now, here's Slacker.
That's right. If you're just joining us, Sarah from Shamrock Roof, the Car Santa, Max Floyd, Bailey, and I were hearing the story about Daniel. We're going to give him a call this morning, see if we can't find out a little bit more information.
Hello?
Good morning, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Daniel. This is Slacker at 101 The Fox. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great. I'm in the studio with Sarah from Shamrock Roof, Max Floyd, Bailey, and the Car Center. We were hoping we could ask you a couple of questions.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Daniel. This is Terry.
Hi, Terry.
I was telling him a little bit about your story, but why don't you tell us what's going on? You're a single dad. You have 5 kids that you're raising. I'm sure they got some trials and tribulations, but first, you don't have a car?
No, I do not.
How long's it been since you've had one?
About 3 months, or maybe.
How are you functioning with that many kids?
I ask a lot of favors. I do some walking here and there to the grocery store and what have you.
That's a lot of walking and a lot of freezing.
Yeah, it's kind of a difficult situation, but we make it happen.
Well, Daniel, you and I talked the other day about your situation and transportation, but as I read the notes here, we never talked about, you said you have to get your son to his heart appointments. Why don't you tell us what's going on there?
He was born with a heart defect, TGA, and has to have regular checkups, especially this time of year because he's starting to get sick and like RSV and the flu is real dangerous for him. So we got to keep up on all that stuff.
How old is he?
He's 5.
5. Boy, that's tough. Well, you've touched a spot there because both myself am a heart patient. My vice president, Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofs, just got a heart transplant. So you've kind of touched our hearts right there. And then you got a 5-year-old. You know, we're a little older and it's a little easier to deal with if there is such a thing. But I'm sure it's very difficult with somebody that young.
Yes, it is. We got to constantly make sure you don't have a temperature rising and all that good stuff because he can't afford to get sick like my other kids can.
Well, how's your Christmas going? You got stuff for the kids yet?
Minimum stuff. I haven't really done much.
Well, you've got ages here of 5, 7, 9, 12, and 14.
Yes, sir.
That's the age that can be real expensive at Christmas.
Yes, it can be.
Well, let me ask Max and Sarah here what they think after telling your story. Guys, what do you think we could do with Daniel?
Daniel, I have no idea how you deal with this. I suspect with a family like this, a lot of the older kids take care of some of the younger kids a little bit, huh?
Yeah, very true, yes.
Do you have any other help? Is there anything else? Is anybody else helping you?
Their mom helps little when she's around, but she's don't live by, so she can't get around to help much. And I mean, I ask sister helps a little bit, a mother when she can, but she's older, so I try not to bother her too much.
Well, you're a hero. Sarah, what should we do?
Yeah, your story is definitely touching, especially because, like they said, Garen's dealt with heart problems himself. So, guys, I think we should absolutely give him a car.
Well, Daniel, on December 21st, we're going to give about a dozen cars away to families in need in the Kansas City area. Looks like the vote's up, and we're going to give you a car.
Awesome. I'm grateful for that.
I'm sure it relieves a little of stress. The 5 kids, they got 5 different directions to go every day.
Yes, they do. And 2 different schools as well, elementary and middle school, so a little difficult.
Well, we don't know how you do it. And on that morning, besides giving you a car, there's lots of other things. We're going to have presents for the kids. The little ones need child safety seats. We provide those, and the Highway Patrol installs them. We got gas cards and some other things, and some things that might lighten you up at Christmas and make your Christmas a little bit merrier.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Daniel, on behalf of all the listeners at 101 The Fox, we want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. And if you could hang on, we've got some information we'd like to get to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Wow. I can't imagine. We have 1 daughter, and my wife and I both wrangle with getting her around to places that she needs to go. I can't imagine 5.
What did he say? Is he getting help?
His sister helps a little bit. His mother's elderly. He doesn't want to bother her with that. I mean, he obviously is very proud. And what we've talked about through this entire experience is the idea that not only do you not have a vehicle, but it starts to strip away your self-esteem, right? I mean, he's a dad, and I can only imagine that would just start to weigh on him as the idea that I'm not being the kind of dad I need to be. I can't even provide a car. So these vehicles not only help alleviate the issue of transportation, but often start to rebuild, let's say, the self-esteem of the individuals in receipt.
I've been through some tougher times in my life, and there's nothing worse than not having presents to give your kids at Christmas. It's like the high point of your life as a parent, and to not be able to do that on top of the struggles of no transportation and things is horrible. So if you can help out in some way, you want to help Daniel and his family, you can come down the morning of December 21st, hand it to them. We're going to supply them with everything we can, and if you've got a car to donate or you can donate some cash, you can go to our website, which is heroes.org. Cars, boats, trucks, motorcycles, you name it, RVs, we'll take it in and we'll turn it into a car, and we'll make somebody else's Christmas just a little bit brighter.
All right. Well, for Sarah from Shamrock Roofs, Bailey, the Car Santa, Max Floyd, I am Slacker, and we'll do it all again tomorrow, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Slacker.
Happy holidays from Slacker.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Merry Christmas!
101 The Fox.